Good morning, hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler. This is this morning's Junior Hockey Morning Show. We are on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and more. You can find this content as well, a little bit of it on heisthockey.com. You can follow us in the Junior Hockey Discussion Group. We have a lot of different faces. Today is Monday, February 27, 2023. For you, still Sunday night here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. My voice is a little weird. Been dealing with a returning friend, a tonsillitis. I think we got it knocked out. A lot of antibiotics. We'll let you know tomorrow if I get more antibiotics or not. Let's jump right into the show this morning. North American Hockey League report is every Monday. North American Hockey League action charges towards March with a ton of drama and storylines. Looks like only El Paso, Corpus Christi, and Danbury are the only teams completely out of the playoff picture. Philadelphia is kind of on the edge. Danbury's winless streak has stretched to a remarkable 34 games. Is this a new record? That's a question for the NAHL office this morning. Alex Curious, I'm sure, is watching the show. Alex will tell us if it's a new record. Cannot find the North American Hockey League record book anywhere online. Maybe that's something that we can put on the NAHL webpage. Nobody know for sure. All right, let's run down this list as easily as we can. We haven't been able to get to all 29 teams in the last couple of shows, but we'll try to do that today. Number 1, Oklahoma Warriors has Garrett Roth and the top-ranked Warriors lost their mojo. I don't think that winning just 1 of 3 games over the weekend is all that bad news. Every team needs a dose of reality if they are not to get too full of themselves. New Mexico and Lone Star let the Warriors know that there is much more work to be done this season. Speaking of the Brahmas, they visit OKC this weekend. Number 2, Maryland. Clint Mylock's Bears allowed a team that they should have easily beat win Friday. Yes, the Rebels shut out the division leaders 1-0 before the Black Bears returned the favor with a 3-0 win on Saturday. Anything can happen this week when Maryland visits Boston and the Generals. Number 3, Lone Star. Dan Walfong's Brahmas appear to have some of their fire back. The 1-0 shutout win in Shreveport was intense enough, but the epic effort at Oklahoma Sunday may prove to be the turning point of the season for the Brahmas. Let's see how things go this week. Number 4, Austin Bruins. Steve Howard's Bruins took both sides of the home-and-home set with St. Cloud. Austin is at Bismarck this week. Number 5, New Jersey. Craig Dormis's Titans gained more ground in division leading Maryland with back-to-back shutout wins in the home sweep of Johnstown. The Titans are now just 5 points behind the division leaders. Number 6, Wisconsin Wendigo. Blake Hilata's Wendigo continue to get statement results. The home sweep of Chippewa keeps Wisconsin 2 points ahead of Fairbanks in the race for the division's top spot. The Wendigo visit Springfield this week. Number 7, Shreveport Mudbugs. Jason Campbell and the Mudbugs picked up 3 points in the weekend home split with Lone Star. The Bugs are in Corpus this week. Number 8, New Mexico Ice Wolves. Phil Fox and the Ice Wolves slayed the Dragon with a streak-busting 5-3 win at Oklahoma Friday. The 4-3 loss Saturday was actually bearable. The bus rolls to Odessa this week. Number 9, Maine Nordiques. Pinch and the Nordiques needed overtime to get past the hapless hat tricks on Saturday, making the news of their pending sale falling through completely understandable. Who would want to buy them? Johnstown plays 3 games at the Coliseum this week. Time for some coat throat. This is not Jack Daniels. I thought about putting Jack Daniels and NyQuil together in one can and calling it by Good Night Toddy, but not a good idea. So Jack's a good friend. Number 10, Minnesota Wilderness. Brett Skinner and the Wilderness appear to be slipping down the hole of mediocrity. With just 4 wins in the last 10 games, this group is in serious need of a pick-me-up. I know. Let's send them to Alaska. That'll be fun. Number 11, Fairbanks Ice Dogs. Dave Allison's Ice Dogs bounced back from an embarrassing home loss against Janesville on Tuesday with a sweep of Anchorage at the Dipper. The Ice Dogs visit the Wolverines this week in Anchorage at the Bend. Number 12, Northeast Generals. They host the Black Bears this weekend after the little break. Wonder how many boys made it to that Spice Girl show in Boston. Matt Dibble. Was he seen there? Did not get a report to verify that. Did he perform there? I don't know if Matt can sing that well or not. Scott Langer's Wings were swept at home by visiting North Iowa in a series that added thunderstorms to the division's playoff forecast. The Wings currently sit in second place, only 5 points ahead of last place Bismarck. The weekend's result adds fuel to the fire of Minot's visit this week. Number 14, Kenai River. Tater Shaw's Brown Bears are 4-0-1 in the last 5 games after the unexpected 3-game home sweep of Janesville. Minnesota Wilderness visit this weekend. Number 15, Amarillo Bulls. Harry Mahood's Wranglers turned in a focused performance while sweeping the visiting Ice Race. Let's see if that's the case when Amarillo visits El Paso this weekend. What are the chances Dirty Harry stays out of Juarez? Not slim. Come on, Harry. You can get across to Juarez and back. No one's going to see you. Number 16, Odessa Jackalopes. Scott Dewar's Jackalopes picked up 3 of a possible 4 points from their visit to El Paso. Now 8 points out of the division's 4th playoff spot. The Jackalopes can cut that gap to 4 points if they can manage a sweep New Mexico at home this weekend. Number 17, St. Cloud. Corey Milne and the Norsemen earned a single point from their home-and-home set with Austin and will have to do a better job this week when they play North Iowa in another home-and-home set. Not sure if that Friday's game, if Austin should get the win or should give that to the referees. Tough call. Number 18, Anchorage Wolverines. Evan Trapp and the Wolverines did not have a nice trip to balmy Fairbanks. A little chilly up there. The next dozen games are all at the Bend in Anchorage, starting this week against who? Well, the Ice Dogs. Number 19, Janesville Jets. Joe Dibble and the Jets nabbed 4 of a possible 12 points in their 6 games and 9-day road trip to Alaska. Let's see what happens when the Jets land in Chippewa this week. Number 20, Johnstown Tomahawks. Mike Latiza and the Tomahawks have just a single win in the last 4 games after getting swept at New Jersey. The 3-gamer at Maine this week could be fun. Should be a big for sale sign outside the Coliseum. Number 21, North Iowa Bulls. There's no way that Todd Sandin's Bulls expected to skate out of Aberdeen with a road sweep. That was epic. Welcome to life in the NAHL Central Division. This week's home-and-home set with St. Cloud will be interesting. Number 22, Minot Montoros. Cody Campbell's Toros split the home-and-home series with Bismarck. The Montoros can't afford to let off the gas when they visit Aberdeen this week. Number 23, Chippewa Steel. Casey McYoung and the Steel were swept by the Wendigo at the Eagle River Sports Arena and will have to try and extend Janesville's woes when they visit this weekend. All right. Cheers. Number 24, Bismarck Bobcats. Lane Sadevi and the Bobcats split the weekend set with Minot. We'll have to try and do better when they host division leading Austin this week. That won't be easy. Number 25, Springfield Blues. The Blues split their weekend series at Minnesota and will do their best to slow down the high-flying Wendigo when they visit this week. That'll be a good series. Number 26, Philadelphia Rebels. Justin Hale and the Rebels took a bite out of the Black Bears with a 1-0 road shutout Friday before falling 3-0 there on Saturday. The Rebs are going to do a whole lot of The Rebs have to do a whole lot of winning in March if they seriously want to get back into the playoff discussion. Philly visits New Jersey tomorrow before Danbury is in town for the weekend. Number 27, El Paso Rhinos. Gotta love the Rhinos. Fans are great there. Joe Coombs' Rhinos looked like a hockey team again while splitting the weekend home set with visiting Odessa. The key to success when Amarillo visits this week could be a free post-game visiting coach's excursion to the Pink Lady over in Juarez. Just saying. That'd be nice. Joel Coombs and Corey Herman to set a little field trip up for Harry. Be nice. Comforting, welcoming. Number 28, Corpus Christi Ice Rays. Sylvain Cloutier and the Ice Rays looked good in Friday's overtime loss at Amarillo. And that makes Saturday's 7-1 loss all that more embarrassing. That was pathetic. Shreveport visits this week. They'll be focused. Danbury hat trick. Trick. Very few tricks going on in Danbury. Patrick Steffen and the Tricksters continue to slide towards a record-setting season. They did manage to force overtime Saturday at home against Maine. The bus runs down to Philly this week to face the Rebels. A couple little things I want to touch base on before signing off today. The pending sale of the Maine Nordiques is one. All set to go, waiting for a bank transfer. But the guy backed out of it the last minute. Why? It's a poop fest, I mean. A lot of expenses, a lot of fat. Who wants to pay into that? Then I heard about a new membership that was approved for New Hampshire. Not too sure who the ownership group there is there, but we're going to find out quickly. So that means New Hampshire and Rochester is added to that East Division. We might as well go for 10 teams in East Division. Do 40 teams. There you go. We're on our way to 40, folks. I think that's 29, 30, 31, 32. 8 more teams, and we got 40. Just acquire a few more. What the hell? All right. Tommy? Got anything else? Nope. Tomorrow we'll reach back into the vault, pull something out for you. Should be interesting. But until then, enjoy your morning coffee and have a great